Here at the county headquarters, come to pay the courtesy call to the county government of Isiolo, and we are grateful for the cordial reception we got from the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Lowassa, the County Secretary, and the entire team. I'm here with the Commission of National Gender and Equality Commission and my senior staff. We will be here for the next 3 days to engage the state and non-state actors.
Today, we are delighted as the leadership of Isiolo County in having the chairperson, National Gender and Equality Commission, and the commissioners who have actually accompanied us to Isiolo. We are having a meeting, a national meeting, where issues related to national gender and equality are actually addressed. This will be a conversation that will address all issues related to gender-based violence.
Hii ni habari ya Headmaster Networks. Unatazama Headmaster Networks. Hii ni habari ya Headmaster Networks.
Hii leo tume ya usawa na kijinsia nchini kwa ushirikiano na mashirika tofauti yasiyo ya kiserikali imeandaa warsha iliyowaleta pamoja washikadau katika sekta hiyo. Wakiongozwa na mwenyekiti wa tume hiyo Rehema Jaldesa, tume hiyo imeeleza kujitolea kwake kuhakikisha inapigania haki za wakazi na Wakenya kwa ujumla. Rehema amesifia serikali ya kaunti ya Isiolo kwa kupasisha sheria zinazolinda wanaopitia dhulma za kijinsia, akiahidi kushirikiana na serikali ya kaunti ya Isiolo ili kuhakikisha kuna sheria inayowalinda watoto.
Here at the county headquarters, come to pay the courtesy call to the county government of Isiolo. We will be here for the next 3 days to engage the state and non-state actors to discuss on several issues, starting with issues of inclusivity and inclusion of our special interest group in all the programs of the national and county government. We will be discussing on issues of gender-based violence. We will be discussing issues of access to justice, issues about children, the elderly. We are invited the state and non-state actors. In today's meeting, we will have everybody from judiciary to the county government, to the national government led by the county commissioners, and the conversation will be broad. In terms of the discussion we had with the county government, of course, county government and National Gender Commission represented by the Isiolo Regional Office have been collaborating on several issues. National Gender spearheads the Gender Technical Working Group together with the State Department of National Gender, which the county government also as a representation. We have at the past worked together to develop the agenda policy, and I'm quite excited to report that we have just been told the county has made progress. They have a gender-based violence policy. They have a social protection policy. They are in the process of developing PWD, that is disability policy. And mine is just to say that I am quite happy about that progress. And going forward, we will work together with the county to also make sure that the remaining policies, especially the one on disability, will be fast-tracked and put in place. The other thing is, as National Gender and Equality Commission, we were able to push through an advisory to the President to establish the unit of minority and marginalized. And because of that, we have an international day set aside in December, celebrated for minorities and marginalized. And we are in the process of developing a legislation around minorities and marginalized. So I want to invite my county to be the first county to participate in developing a minority and a marginalized, because Isiolo is quite cosmopolitan. We have everybody, and I like what the deputy governor said. We are a community which is very diverse, but we have a majority representation of a pastoralist community, which there is no research, but it is said that they are perpetuating this gender-based violence, especially because of their lifestyle. So because of that, I invite the county to be the leading. Once that policy is developed, we want it to be replicated here. Yeah, so that is the challenge we have as a National Gender and Equality Commission. Kenyans think that national gender is just about women. And I want to tell you that national gender is not only about women. National gender is about both men and women. Therefore, all the special interest group I mentioned, the women, the youth, persons with disability, the elderly, the minority and marginalized, have men and women in it. So as one of intervention to address the question, and I'm glad it was raised even in the meeting, and I'm glad we have a deputy governor who is a champion for male child. The commission is now starting to focus on male engagement, because we have realized there is a serious need to engage the male child, because they feel they are left out, that the country or the world has concentrated so much in empowering women that the boy child feel they are left out. Again, there is a segment of men who feel they are left out, and as a national gender, we also tend to agree with them. And this is the men between the age of 36 going to 60.
Usemi wake umeungwa mkono na naibu gavana wa Isiolo Daktari James Lowassa, aliyeeleza kuhusu mafanikio ya uongozi wa kaunti, ikiwemo sheria zinazohusu jinsia, na hata kuahidi ya kwamba serikali ya kaunti itajenga rescue center.
Today we are delighted as the leadership of Isiolo County in having the chairperson National Gender and Equality Commission and the commissioners who have actually accompanied her to Isiolo. We're having a meeting, a national meeting, where issues related to national gender and equality are actually addressed. This will be a conversation that will address all issues related to gender-based violence and other forms of violence, which actually affects all genders, be it women, and even the vulnerable people. So as Isiolo County, we welcome this. Isiolo being mainly a pastoral community, we count that there are several factors that are contributing to gender-based violence. And we can say the cosmopolitan nature of Isiolo, all communities are included. And specifically, all pastoral communities are also in Isiolo. So issues related to gender-based violence are actually in Isiolo. So in this regard, as a county, through the leadership of our Governor, Ibrahim Hassan, our manifesto has clearly touched on issues related to gender-based violence. Right from the manifesto number 1, which is tackling security, the security for women and children and those who are vulnerable is paramount, because the issues related to security can be for security of businesses, for farmers, and also for the herders. So the insecurity that we've seen has actually affected women and children, where in cases of rapes, you find that women and children suffer most. So that's agenda number 1. Manifesto number 2 is related to service delivery, where every mwananchi in Isiolo has the same rights to have quality services, and this includes women and children. And the last one is empowerment, which also includes women and children. So all these manifestos are touching on the vulnerable and the gender. So the agenda today is gender. And Isiolo County, through the Department of Gender, has put in place several policies and regulations that are going a long way in protecting the common wananchi, specifically the women and children and the people with disability. We have the gender policy, which was passed in 2022, it's active. The social protection policy, which is also active. The disability policy, the child protection policy, those are ongoing. And we are delighted today that the Commission has actually extended their actual request to assist us in ensuring that we have finalized all those policies. Starting in July, because of the social protection policy, budgets will be placed to ensure that we have a rescue center, starting with Isiolo Central, before we move out to the other wards. This is paramount because most of the time, once a victim is affected, they are not even allowed to go back to their communities. So there is need to have an area where they will receive treatment, they will receive counseling, and brought back to the communities.